So today I want to talk about where I've been. In case you haven't noticed, I haven't posted in a while. So this will be brief. I've been struggling. I've told you guys that at the first of the year, I wanted to see more miracles. I wanted to see some of the things that were talked about. I want to see lots of people become saved and just see God do miraculous things. I wanted to do as much as I possibly could for the kingdom of heaven. Well, past month and a half, 2 months, I've probably the best way to put it has been under a bit of an attack. Just about the time I started really starting to flow with these and get into a groove with these, I got knocked out of one Sunday. And then I was sick for a weekend. And then something else happened and something else. And then the more I tried to get back to it, the more it just seemed to fall through my fingers. I started to have awful thoughts across the board. It started to become a struggle more and more. And not just with the videos, but in general, I was just kind of feeling down. It was hard. I had failed a couple times in trying to either go talk to somebody, a stranger, or it just didn't seem like the passion was quite there like it was, and I couldn't quite grasp it. I was struggling with thoughts left and right. Now, I don't want you to think I slipped. I never went back to smoking or drinking or nothing like that. It was a spiritual war fully in the mind. I never coasted back. I won't say I was a Job where I was losing things left and right, but I was under attack. Enough so that it was brought to my attention numerous times. One lady I know, love dearly, she helps with our Connect group, came to me telling me about a dream. I know she didn't fully understand it at the time, but I did. And she's telling me how her and her husband were taking me up to this house. I get out of their vehicle with my Bible, start to go to the front door, and a whole bunch of wolves come out. I run back into the van. Their little dog gets devoured trying to protect me. And then I'm just sitting there. That hurt, mostly because I ran back into the van. But I knew that I was struggling. And I guess that was one way of God telling me, the wolves are out. They know what you're doing and they are seeking after you. So that was the first big wake-up call. Then we had what was called a spring renewal, where we went through church Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night. And on Wednesday night, our song leader was telling the congregation, the group was there, that he felt very strongly that somebody was being sifted. This felt very much like it was me. I probably should have went up for that prayer call, but there were other things that he talked about and called people up for, so I didn't go. But I knew the sifting portion, at least I was one of those people. I knew that it was being hard. Very, very hard on me. Now, I never lost faith in God or anything like that. It just felt like a draining. It felt like I was a war in my mind much more than anything else. I knew a lot of the thoughts that were coming were not of me, but I did have to make some changes. I had to reevaluate some things. One, I finally started to get over my fear of talking to strangers. So at this point now, and I've been going for about a week and a half now, 2 weeks, or maybe 3 weeks now, feeling better and more on top of this. So I'm more able to talk to strangers about God. I'm not being able to, like, don't get me wrong, they're not all pretty and I'm not leading people to Christ. But something did happen where I'm much more willing to pray with people, and I'm looking for the opportunities now to pray with people. There's that. There's so I had something else going on where I would just watch YouTube videos. Various things, usually over sports or politics, whatnot. I'm not watching sin, I'm not watching pornography or how to be a better atheist or anything like that. It was just stuff on just political stuff. War in Ukraine, or what's going on in American politics, or what my favorite team, the Cleveland Browns, are doing, draft talk. But it started to become more and more. And what would happen is, instead of my mind spending most of my day thinking about God like it used to, I was starting to get distracted by these other things, which I kind of feel like was an opportunity for the devil to start coming in. Anger through politics, or just obliviousness through whatever, through the sports. It was just a kind of a way for me to check out, to just relax and just basically zone out. We've all done it before, and in this world it's really easy to do. So I cut those out. Matter of fact, the only thing I've really done was I did somewhat watch the draft at times, but I didn't make it a top priority like it would have been in years past. I've kind of followed a little, but I'm just through reading articles and stuff. But for the most part, I'm even away from that. Haven't looked at anything politics, haven't watched any videos, none of that. I've just been kind of stepping back. I listen to the radio, Christian music, preaching, but I'm just more or less trying to re-get that relationship where I'm spending most of my time focused on God again, where I'm keeping my eyes open and looking for those opportunities. The deeper I can get my roots, the better Christian I will be. And that's really for everybody. Now, I told you I was going to go over my successes and my failures with you guys. This was a bit of a failure on my part. When things got tough, I should have leaned into God. And I did once I realized what was happening. But I didn't realize it was happening until I was already in the midst of it, trying to figure out, wait a minute, what's going on? Why am I feeling so drained? Why am I not having that intent that I really wanted? Until God started to show me. Now, I was still reading my Bible most days. I was still praying, but that intensity that I'm getting used to wasn't quite there as strongly as I would like it to be. So I made changes. I want to constantly be getting closer to God with our relationship. Whatever He chooses to do with me or not do, I want to get closer to Him. I want to put down deeper roots. It is the most important thing in the world to me that my relationship grows with Christ. And it should be with you guys too. Now, I think all said and done, I am doing better. I'm trying to be more forward when we feed the people from the mission, the city mission at church on Sundays. I'm trying to pray with more of them. I'm trying to help them in any way they will let me, on top of just cooking like I have been. I'm talking more to strangers now and trying to put myself out there. I'm actively looking for opportunities to pray with people, and particularly strangers who are out. So I want you guys to know I'm trying to push back into it. All right? I haven't given this up. I was just going through a sifting, more or less. I let the devil back me down for a time. And on my part, that is completely unacceptable. Far too many Christians get back down and never get back up. I'm trying my best to get back up. I'm going to push for it. I already feel 100 times better. I'm starting to get re-energized, and it's getting stronger. And I'm hopeful that even more will happen. I love the Lord. I don't ever want to give this up. Not just the videos. I'm talking about serving. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I want to have as big an impact on this world as Billy Graham or Paul, Peter, some of the biggest Christians that have ever walked this earth. I want God to be able to rely on me that much. I want my blessings and rewards in heaven to be as big as any of them. I want more than anything when I get there to hear Jesus say to me, "You've done well, good and faithful servant." At times I feel like I only have one talent. But like the parable with the guy with 10, 5, and 1 talent, I want to do with what feels like my 1 talent more than what the guy with 10 talents did. And I believe through God that is 100% possible. So if you like these videos, if you like what I'm doing, hit that like button and join me again on a deeper Christian connection. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.